what are the components of good manufacturing practices and what are its objectives? See, we know that GMP schedule for ISM manufacturing units is quite elaborate. We know that elaborate and broadly covered with each and every component in the manufacturing process. So, definitely it works on the humans, right? It shows its therapeutic action to decrease its side effect and to prevent the misuse of the drug. So, definitely each and every step of the manufacturing process is mandatory. Then different components of GMP are given which are in order of appearance in the schedule T. According to the schedule T, the good manufacturing practices are given. First thing we will discuss about the factory premises. See, we are cultivated and we have collected. To start its manufacturing or starts its procedure, first we should check whether how are the factory premises. Factory, the place of work is important for the development of any drug, right? So the manufacturing plant should have the adequate space. First, space should be present which is adequate. And first, next point, receive, why space should be present means to receive and storage of raw materials whatever we are taking for the synthesis. Then next one, area, manufacturing area also important. Then third one, quality control section. Why quality control section come into picture? See, we have quality control section. See, we have taken the raw materials. How can we check whether the raw materials are perfect? We have taken particular, suppose we want to synthesize drug D. Okay, for this, to synthesize this, we should take the raw materials. For the synthesizing of this, we know that this drug is showing some anti-malarial effect. So, we should take the plant which shows anti-malarial effect only. So, it should not get contaminated with any other products. That is the reason after collecting and storing of the raw materials, we will go for the quality control test. After quality control test only, we are going to start preparation of that product. So, quality control test is a mandatory to start any formulation. Then third one, fourth one is the finished goods store. See, after finishing, there is also one special area to be categorized where the finished products should be stored. Then fifth one, the office should be maintained for dealings of any export and import of the products. And sixth one is the rejected goods. Means suppose in the formulation or in the so we have formulated one product and we will get test for its evaluation test. In case if any failure occur there, if the product is not good for the therapeutic activity up to we thought, so at that time what we will do, we reject that product. At that time, for there must be a space for the storage of rejected goods also. So this is a space which we required in the manufacturing unit for the development of any product. The next one is the what are the spaces there already we have categorized the space. The next one is the general requirements. What are the general requirements we required? See, first one is the in that location and surroundings. Second one is the buildings. So these are the location, surroundings and buildings which permit us to product production of drugs under hygienic condition. This is a main mandatory thing. Hygienic conditions, and it should be free from cobwebs and insects or rodents, whatever. So contamination should not be there. So and the premises used for the manufacturing, processing and packing finally. After packing, what is the step? It is a labeling. These things should be under the Provision and Factory Act. They should maintain the Provision and Factory Act. This is what about the general requirements. The next one is the water supply. Water supplied to the building or factory layout is must to perform the operations. The next, disposal of waste. For example, we synthesize. During our process, there might be a generation of waste. Where we should dump that? the dumping place is also we have to choose. Or if sometimes what happen, some byproducts are dangerous, or it is not safe for the environment, so we have to treat that before dumping. So we have to follow all these guidelines which are already mentioned in the documented reports. Then disposal also. Then containers cleaning, whatever we have used, the container should be properly cleaned, because for the it should not cause any miscontamination for the next use of the any product. Then stores, for example, there might be a different stores for the raw materials, and we should mention in the form of cabins or racks, because it should be handy for the use, and storing of the products should not get contamination, and the products should not degrade. So based on the light, if suppose the compounds are compounds which are light sensitive, they should be stored in the dark places, and if they are allowed to light, then it should be little shade light. So these are herbal products, so definitely there might be a place for the shady or unshady places, because sometimes we need to dry these plant products in the shady condition. So at that time we require the space. So based on the operations we perform, so first under some act of the factory law, we should make our company or manufacturing unit to prepare under such guidelines, and we should maintain those requirements whatever they have mentioned on the already. Though, so first thing, we should select the raw materials. What are the raw materials categories? How they have classified means, raw materials are available in different categories. Raw materials of mineral origin, then raw materials of metallic origin, then raw materials from animal source, then next one fresh herbs, fifth one dry herbs or plant parts, then sixth one excipients, then volatile oils, perfumes and flavors, then plant concentrates and exudates or resins. These are the different categories of raw materials we are going to select for the processing or manufacturing of any herbal product. So based on the category, we need to store, we need to clean, we need to do the quality test, right? Based on that, we have to select the storage area. Now we will discuss about the part 1 GMP guidelines we have seen. Then part 2. So what is there in the part 2? See, in the part 2, there is a list of machinery, equipment, minimum manufacturing premises required for the manufacture of various categories of Ayurveda Siddha system of medicine. See, for manufacturing, definitely we require some particular area, right? Here, how much area is minimum? 1200 square feet covered area with separate cabins. This is the area size. In that we should have separate cabins or partitions for each activity. If Unani medicine are manufactured, then in same premises the additional area of 400 square feet will be required. See, in addition 400 square feet will be required for the Unani medicine. Now we will see what are the category of medicine in which the medicine belongs to, and minimum manufacturing area required, and manufacturing of that medicine, what are the machinery we required for the process, right? For example, if we need churna, nasya, manjal, lepa, kvat or cham, for that we need 200 square feet area. For that we required equipments like grinders, disintegrators, pulverizers, powders, mixtures, sieves and shifters. So these are the different equipments required. The next one, for for manufacturing of pills, vati, gutika and material, 100 square feet is required. For that ball mill, mass mixture, powder mixture, pill vati cutting machine and stainless steel trays, containers for storage of dryers and mechanized chatty for mixing Google were required. And tablets, we know that ball mill, powder mass mixture, granulator, tablet compressing machine is important, and sugar coating machine. And kajal, for that also 100 square feet area is required. See, earthen lamps for collection of kajal, triple roller mill and end runner sieves, SS patilla filling, packing manufacturing room should be provided with exhausted fan and ultraviolet lamps. For this, exhausted fan, ultraviolet lamps and lamps for collection of kajal are required. Coming to the capsules, here air conditioner, dehumidifier, hygrometric thermometer, capsule filling machine and sealing machine and chemical balance are required for the capsules. Then coming to the ointment. For this 100 square feet area is required. Ointment means tube filling machine, crimping medicine, ointment mixture and runner mill were required. Then asava arista, fermentation tank container and distillation plant. These are the different equipments or instrument required for this type of formulations. And each manufacturing unit will have separate area for batti, furnace, boilers, puta. So, that is definitely there might be a separate area if we are using this type of category of medicine. And this will have proper ventilation, removal of smoke, prevention of flies, insects and furnace selection could have tin roof. So these are the requirements of this category of medicine should have.